Hello, I'm Amy Trozen, and for my 66th birthday, I have decided to drive the old Route 66 on a 3-week road trip where I'm going to be doing urban stealth camping in my car. Today was a day all about preparing the car for the trip. It's a sedan that I intend to sleep in, so there were certainly some challenges to figure out how to make a bed in there. Yesterday, I started the trip actually in Bemidji, Minnesota, where I watched my granddaughter run the Blue Ox Marathon. And tomorrow is the day that I will actually head south, taking you with me. And so we will spend the first night tomorrow in Des Moines, Iowa, before we head west on I-80 to end up in California on our way to the Santa Monica Pier, where we will start the trip on Route 66 going eastward all the way to Amarillo, Texas. So today started with trying to get that car ready, and here's how it went. So the back seat, my first thought was that I could sleep sideways across there, but I actually don't fit sideways at all. From my head, from door to door, my head to just below my knees, I'd have to be curled up the whole time. The seats are kind of bucket seaty, so I mean it's not going to be comfortable. And so I was a little bit, that idea was not going to work. I did, however, purchase this vehicle 2 years ago knowing that I wanted to do this trip because the back seats actually fold forward and have a line to the trunk, opens straight up into the trunk right there. My thinking was I could possibly have a mattress run lengthwise in here and extend my feet into the trunk and my head up at the back of the front passenger seat. The problem is this front seat doesn't go any further forward than this. So there's not a lot of room there. But let's see, let's put the mattress in. I found a mattress at Target, and as is one that's supposed to be for a chaise lounge, and I think we're going to use that. So let's get it in there and see what it looks like. The first issue that we see, of course, is that, I don't know if you can tell this, but the seats, although they're folded down, it's not entirely horizontal. There is a beautiful full width, almost full width space, however, for the feet. So that I think will work like I hoped. It's not, however, a very tall opening. And you can see here how there's a definite incline. The back seats do not fold down flat like I thought they were going to. You can see it here even better. So I think I'm going to have to build this up just a little bit. I have a rocking chair that I'm going to bring along. And then I think I'm going to bring along this table also. And I think we can make that work on top of it. And then I have a yoga mat we'll put on top of that. So let's see what that looks like. I think that's going to work. Okay, with the mattress pad on, it looks kind of like a bed. I think it's going to work. Okay, well, I think that's going to work. There's still plenty of room here for my feet. You can see the back. Can't see it very good, but there's room all the way through. So I think that will work. So that's the bed. It's full length, full width. We'll find out tomorrow night. Put the pillow here, and it's plenty stable there with this suitcase there, so I think that's going to work. The next problem we have is we have to darken these windows because they are broad daylight windows, and I'm not going to want to be visible at night when I'm sleeping in my car. So I spent time last week creating inserts for the windows. What I did is I used Amazon boxes that I've saved for a while, and then went to the dollar store and found $1 shower curtains that I cut up and then put black duct tape around the edge. So let's see how well we measured. I should tell you that I also painted it then with the glue stuff that you put over puzzles after you glue them. I have to think what it's called. I'll tell you after a bit. And it makes a glossy finish. My hope is that when I put it up here, that looking in from the outside, it's going to look like tinted windows, not like a window insert. So let's see. Okay, so that didn't really work quite as good as I thought it was going to. I can see I did not really do the best cuts. They say measure twice, cut once. I measured many times, but nevertheless, I'm going to have to use some more duct tape and build it out. Well, I think I got it done. The duct tape seemed to work. As far as I can tell, all the light is out of it. And I feel sorry for people who don't know about Red Green, the Red Green show. Red Green, Canadian program, could fix anything with duct tape. By this time, I was ready for some lunch. It had been a long morning getting the car to this point, and so I spent a few minutes just remembering some of the highlights from the Blue Ox Marathon in Bemidji yesterday. Well, my trip is starting in beautiful Bemidji, Minnesota.
Annual Bemidji Blue Ox Marathon. 15 seconds. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! The 10th annual Bemidji Blue Ox Marathon is underway.
Yeah, Val. Woo! You got it.
Where summer has ended, fall has begun. You can see Lake Bemidji off there. And the Blue Ox Marathon runners will be running right by us. This is one of our stops.
Ooh, drums there.
4 miles? 3 miles. You're gonna make it. There she is. We're on the very last leg. How far now? Are we down to 2 miles yet?
Less than 2 miles.
Less than 2 miles. See you at the end. See you at the end.
Valerie Porter of Bemidji.
Wow.
Well, the day has come to an end. I am getting ready to go to bed. I get up tomorrow. I have about an hour to do at work and one Zoom meeting from noon till 1. And so at 1 o'clock, I am going to be heading south on the trip. I think the highlight of today was I was really pleased with how the bed turned out. That's going to be comfortable. I think I'm going to sleep well. I'm going to feel safe in the car. The windows darkening did not work out quite like I thought it was going to. I had bought some umbrella type things that were supposed to cover over the front and back window, but you would pull it up and it would open like an umbrella and then stick up next to the window, but that did not work very well, and in fact they broke. So I was in a little bit of a quandary what to do to make that car dark, which it wouldn't be if I had the windshield and the back window not covered, and I did not have enough material left to create covers for it. So I ended up instead making curtains that would go behind the driver and front seats, and then across the rear window. And I'll show you tomorrow how that went. I'm pleased with how it turned out. My plan is that I'm going to basically alternate 2 sets of clothing. So each night I'm going to stay hopefully at Planet Fitness parking lots so that I can get up in the morning and exercise, shower, and then in the shower, what I take off, I'm going to wash and put the other set on of clothes for that day, and then dry those clothes on my clothesline in the car, and then that's the ones that I will wear the following day. So I should only need 2 sets of clothes as I travel. I brought more along just in case. I'm not sure if that will work or if I'll get tired of wearing just the same 2 sets of clothes over and over. And the weather is going to be, I'll have to have clothing not only for California warm weather, it's still warm in California, but up through, Minnesota is cold, Des Moines is going to be cold, and then I'm going to head straight west on I-90. Not 90, I-80, across southern Nebraska, but it's still going to be chilly. The second night I'll spend in Cheyenne, Wyoming, and that will be a chilly night in the car. And so I need to have a variety of clothing with me for the various weather conditions that I might come across. I don't have too many stops pre-planned. I'm going to, I think, each night plan what I might want to look at or stop at, or if I see something interesting. My plan is to find one interesting place a day to eat so I can film, especially I would love to eat things that are native to the country, the area that I'm traveling through, like corn is big in Nebraska. If there was such a thing as corn ice cream, you can bet we're going to stop and try it. When I get to Wyoming, I have heard that the tallest pair of boots in the world is in Cheyenne, Wyoming. I think we need to track that down and find it. So there will be things that I'm going to want to stop and see. My particular interest is street art. I like to I like to discover towns and cities by the type of artwork that they gravitate towards. And so street art is always something that we're going to stop and want to look at. And other things along the way I can't even exactly imagine at the moment. So it's going to be an adventure from start to finish. But for tonight, I'm just going to say good night and get this out there so that you can follow along, those of you who are interested in this. And I will know more after tomorrow about what's going to work and what's not going to work in the setup in the car the way I have it right now. Fortunately, there are hardware stores all along the way. I mean, we can stop at any point and change anything that we want to change. So that's it for tonight. I will see you tomorrow and have a great night. Bye.